You're watching KPVM News 46. Weekend Review. With Deanna O'Donnell. And Jason Koblenz.
Welcome to News 46's Weekend Review, the #1 source for local news. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Jason Koblenz.
2 people were transported to Desert View Hospital following a 2-vehicle collision on Friday at the intersection of Highway 160 and Basin.
Upon my return to Station 1 this afternoon, I came upon this accident and found that the bystanders were just reporting it to dispatch. But as you can see, we had a 2-vehicle accident. NHP's in the route. Sheriff's Department's diverting the traffic. We have removed 2 people, the driver of each vehicle, and were subsequently transported from the scene. Engine 1 is doing spill containment on the highway, and right now we have a stable environment.
You called originally for 1 ambulance and engine company. The second occupant of the truck needed additional ambulance.
As part of the overall scene size up, it revealed 1 patient initially, then the second one indicated that they were now suffering some injuries, so we added an additional medic unit to the assignment.
There was a little bit of a time for the extrication of the first victim.
Yeah, it really wasn't requiring an extrication. It was just the injuries warned us to take a little extra precaution and time in removing that patient. But the patient was not trapped in the vehicle, and so we wouldn't consider an extrication, but simply just the removal and transport.
Mercy Air landed on scene this last week to transport a female who sustained injury in a 3-vehicle accident at Highway 160 in Calvada. News 46 spoke to Nevada Highway Patrol Sergeant Carlos Rivera.
We had a 2-vehicle motor vehicle accident that involved a parked vehicle here, and what we had was a silver Ford pickup truck that was attempting to cross Calvada onto 160. We had a blue colored tractor trailer commercial vehicle that was headed southbound, and the silver truck pulled in front of the commercial vehicle. After impact, the truck that got struck, the silver truck got struck and struck a 3rd vehicle that was out here parked.
Hey, I saw that Mercy was here this morning. Somebody was flight for lifed out?
Yes, sir, that is correct. The driver of the silver Ford F-150 pickup truck was transported into Las Vegas.
And the driver of the Wolfenstein vehicle?
He was shaken up, and he was transported here locally to the local hospital here in Prump by ambulance.
Emergency crews responded to Prump Valley Boulevard and Bourbon Street for a 3-vehicle accident. Just this morning after 11 a.m. there was a 3-vehicle accident here at Bourbon Street in Prump Valley Boulevard. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
Yes, it was an initial impact of 2 vehicles, then went into a 3rd. As you can see, though, significant impact. However, there were very few injuries. There was 2 people being transported. It appears to be relatively minor injuries. The 3rd vehicle is to say no injuries whatsoever. No entrapment in this accident. Relatively an easy call for us. Currently picking up.
Any extrication?
No extrication required. All the doors were functional, and the majority of the people had self-extricated prior to our arrival.
Some airbags went off.
Lots of airbags went off. The impact was such that it forced the front airbags in some of the vehicles and side on the others.
The other people inside the smaller car that got minor damage.
Yes, there was 2 people occupying that vehicle. They were part of just at the final end. I guess there was a slight impact between the colliding vehicles and the 3rd one.
And so do you know how many occupants in each vehicle?
Actually, I don't have an actual count at this point. Sheriff's Office is investigating that aspect.
All transported locally?
Yes.
Thank you.
Emergency crews responded to a vehicle versus power pole accident inside a yard this last week on Pilt Street.
A single vehicle accident occurred this afternoon on the corner of Pilts and David Streets. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies. Valley Electric was called on scene. Apparently, a vehicle had hit a power pole in their own yard. The power pole actually stopped the vehicle. The driver apparently is stating that the accelerator stuck to the floor and that's why he hit the power pole. Valley Electric had to disconnect the power. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. No one was hurt in this accident. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Pilts and David for News 46. And the Nye County Sheriff have arrested an Oregon man who was passing counterfeit bills. 26-year-old Tak Lee was arrested at the adult superstore for various charges involving passing counterfeit bills. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office police report, Deputy Tibbetts was dispatched to the location on Emery Street for a male that was apparently trying to pass $100 bills that appeared to be counterfeit. Upon arrival, he observed an Asian male at the register who appeared to have a difficult time communicating with the cashier due to a language barrier. The cashier and the suspect appeared to have $100 bills in their hand and turned them over to the deputy. The cashier advised the deputy that she believed all the bills were counterfeit and didn't have the embedded security strip. Upon speaking with the suspect, the deputy said that he appeared as if he could not speak or understand the English language, but complied, and when verbally asked for identification, provided an Oregon ID with the name Juan T. Lee. The deputy asked him how many fake bills he had in his wallet, in which he partially opened his wallet, and he could see several hundred bills inside. He turned all of those bills over to the deputy. The bills appeared to have a blurry, smudged appearance consistent with counterfeit bills. The ink on the bills were also not raised, as in the case with authentic American money. The color-changing ink in the lower left-hand corner was also not raised and did not change color as legitimate American money does. Mr. Lee was placed under arrest and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center and booked under the charges of uttered forged instruments ×2, burglary, possession of forged instruments, obtain goods or services under false pretenses. During a search of the suspect, the deputy only located $1 bill and a $2 bill on the suspect that appeared to be authentic. No credit or debit cards were located. In total, 23 counterfeit $100 bills were retrieved from either his wallet or the store employee. 26-year-old Tak Wong Lee is being held on $20,000 bail. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And we'll be back with more of your News 46's Week in Review right after this.